Welcome, folks, to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey this Wednesday morning. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My guests today are Jason Smith over there, along with Jim Earleywine next to me. We're going to talk about Biker Sunday coming up here in about a week and a half. It's coming up next Sunday, and it'll be people from all over the area coming around to this area for that. And we'll talk about that with these folks here in just a few minutes. But prior to that, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the area. Some community events for today over in Salem today. It is at the Salem American Legion. They're having a ladies auxiliary meeting today. By the way, I didn't even mention you are watching us on Wabash Catch TV right here in Flora, Illinois, on Channel 3 in Salem, Channel 100 here in Flora, or Channel 25 here in Flora, depending on whether you have fiber. And we do appreciate you tuning in here on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Just gorgeous outside. The ladies auxiliary meeting over in Salem today, from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. That'll be, well, it's at the Salem American Legion. Go discover the upcoming activities for the Salem American Legion. Also today, down in Fairfield, I saw some yesterday. The painters are out. It is the Fairfield Paint Out. Their artists they're going to be painting things in Wayne County today, and a lot of them are going to head down to Garden of the Gods and paint some scenes down there. Probably the landscape artists. There'll be a presentation tonight by Kelly Pratt of virtually curated services, and that'll be at Bob Boyles Hall at the Frontier Community College at 5:30 tonight. Most of the activities for the paint out taking place out at Bob Boyles Hall. Also, paintings will be on display tonight, starting around 6:30 at the hall. Again, that's on the campus of Frontier Community College. You know where it is, right out there on the. It's a little bit north of Walmart. The building used to be Bud's TVs, so Bud's Appliance and Bud's TVs. Also today, here closer to Flora, the Clay County Health Department is putting on a couple of flu clinics today. One this morning that will be at the health department. Again, that is about a block and a half away from here. It's on 601 East 12th Street. It's at 9:30 this morning. They'll run that from 9:30 to 11:30 this morning, and then from 1:30 to 4:30 this afternoon at the health department. Another flu clinic. They're going to leave Flora and head over to Xenia. That will be at the Xenia Community Center. It will be it is being put on by the Clay County Health Department, and that'll go again at the Xenia Community Center, the former school, and that'll be from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. You guys get your flu shots yet?
Nope. No.
Are you going to get your flu shots yet?
If they have it at work.
No, don't get them.
No, well, it certainly is something that some folks get, some folks don't. I'm like you, Jim. I get them sometimes. Well, I don't get them sometimes. I probably have had about 50% of the time. Yeah. And then when I don't get it, I get sick. So who knows? Who knows what's going on? Also today, what going on at the Evergreen Hollow Park here up in Effingham? They've got the Senior Olympics today, and that was put on by the Flora Rehabilitation Healthcare Center, but it is in Effingham at Evergreen Hollow Park, and that'll be starting this morning at around 10 a.m. Down in Fairfield at the Fairfield Memorial Hospital, they got CPR class coming up today. That's at 9:30 this morning. It'll last, it doesn't say, but CPR class usually goes a few hours. 847-8243 if you want further information on the CPR class today. Also a pie social today at Heritage Woods. That'll be at 2 o'clock today. Go out there to Heritage Woods, visit your friends, say hi to folks, and get you a piece of pie. I'm certain that'll be outstanding pie. They'll do a great job. And finally, this one just added, the American Red Cross is having a blood drive today in Flora at the Flora American Legion. That'll be at 1 o'clock today, 1 till 5. And if you go to you go to redcrossblood.org. Go to redcrossblood.org, and you'll get an opportunity to make an appointment there, and it'll help make the process a lot faster. Now, this I'm going to ask you again: do you give blood? Jason says no.
Used to.
You used to.
Yeah.
How about you, Jim?
I gave blood ever since I've been in college, but they've blocked me now because of some precursor in my blood.
I had that too, and then it's interesting. You have the precursor, and they'll block you, and then a few years later they say, "Oh, we've changed our mind."
Yeah.
So you might get that.
I'm waiting for them to change their mind.
I'm at 15 gallons, so I mean, I don't know if I'll make it to the Legion today, but it's always try to get out there and try to give blood. It really is the gift of life, and it helps folks out. What is on television tonight? What's on Wabash? All kinds of things going on Wabash tonight. American Horror Story, if you've been watching, that's on FX tonight. That's channel 612 on the fiber, starting at 9 o'clock. Also, Modern Family is back on ABC. They started their new season last week. That's at 8 o'clock tonight. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. A lot of folks like watching that show. That's on FXX. That's channel 627. That'll be at 9 o'clock tonight. Also at 9 o'clock tonight, this one I watch, it's South Park. It'll be on Comedy Central, and I'll have my TiVo set for that, or my DVR, pardon me, set for that on channel 166. Also at 7 o'clock tonight, The Goldbergs. They're starting a new season. And an interesting one on the Travel Channel, channel 211 tonight. It's a Zodiac Killer episode of Mysteries at the Museum. So they're going to be talking about some of the information out there in California where the Zodiac Killer was about 40 years ago. So that'll be a swell time. Yeah. Just for everybody. A hockey tonight gets going. Hockey is underway tonight. It's about time. They say I'm glad to see them back, even though they have such a long season. It's always good to see them back. Tonight on NBC Sports Network, that's on channel 216 at 6:30. It'll be Boston taking on the champs. They're taking on, it's just crazy to say the Washington Capitals are the champs, but the Washington Capitals are the champs, and Boston will get them at 6:30 tonight. Also tonight it is Anaheim at San Jose. That'll be at 9:30 on NBC Sports Network. It's a doubleheader tonight. And the big game tonight in baseball, it's the American League wild card game. The Oakland A's at the New York Yankees at 7:08 tonight. First pitch, Liam Hendricks on the mound for the A's. He'll go against Luis Severino for the New York Yankees, and that one should be a dandy. If it's anything like last night's game between the Cubs and the Rockies, which went late into the night, finally ended. It's a 5-hour game, finally ended after midnight, but it was a lot of whether you're a Cubs fan or a Rockies fan, it was a hoot to watch. It was a wonderful baseball game to watch. So all that going on Wabash tonight. Again, today I've got Jason Smith and Jim Earleywine here. We're going to talk about Biker Sunday, Beyond the Walls, and all kinds of other things when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Back right after these.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare. Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, right here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My guests today, welcome to the show down there on the end, Mr. Jason Smith.
Hey,
how you doing, Jason? Thanks very much for coming on.
Hey, no problem.
I appreciate it. And also here, Jim Earleywine. Thanks very much, Jim. Appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate you having us.
Well, we're glad you're all here. We're going to talk about something that I had never heard of, and I'm guessing that most people don't know much about it because it is kind of a new thing, Biker Sunday. Tell me, who wants to tell me what Biker Sunday is?
Well, I know Jason rides. I ride. We both ride Harleys, and he knows that I was preaching there at the First Baptist Church, and we passed. He works third, I work first at NAM.
Where do you work?
North American Lighting.
By the way, thanks. We want to thank North American Lighting for letting you out today. He's already off.
Yeah, I got up at 7 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I fired my bike up and out of that parking lot as quick as I could.
But we were passing, and we just got to talking about some different things. We'll get to talking about it later, but we're both involved in an organization called Beyond the Walls. So that usually sparks a conversation between us because we got something going on there. But then he mentioned something about he wanted to have a Biker Sunday. All right.
First of all, I got to know, what exactly is a Biker Sunday?
Well, typically what it is you have somebody other than the pastor or the preaching minister, in Jim's case, preach a kind of a outlandish style message, kind of fit for bikers, because bikers have big personalities.
Really?
We tend to be very bolsterous and bold. It would be a good thing.
Well, that is kind of thing. I don't ride a motorcycle, and every time I've ridden a motorcycle 3 times, and each time I've lasted about 20 feet before I put it down. So people don't let me ride their motorcycles anymore.
Yeah, I'm definitely not offering.
I'm not even going to get on it. It's like, well, it's a top-heavy issue. It's the same way canoeing. But But the folks that I do know who ride motorcycles, for the most part, are, like you say, outgoing, shall we say, right?
Yep, very outgoing. We tend to stand out.
Yeah.
You know, whether we're tattooed, we're just, you know, our bikes are usually loud. You know, we wear a lot of jewelry and leather, and I mean, we just don't look like, you know, your average clean-cut citizen. But that doesn't mean anything. You can have guys who are doctors, lawyers, and whatever. They ride Harleys on the weekends or whatever. But what Biker Sunday really tends to do is it tends to kind of get the church shook up a little bit.
Really?
We try to get in and just show that you don't have to act a certain way to be a Christian. And truthfully, a lot of the bikers who are Christian bikers tend to you know, think outside the box in how we share the gospel with people. We tend to, you know, embrace people that most people would forget about.
Really?
And that's kind of why we have a Biker Sunday.
And it's kind of also, Jason or Jim, either one, it's kind of also kind of trying to dispel the notion, I think you made a point when you're talking about, of judging a book by its cover, right?
Yes.
Well, you know, and if you think about it, what's the most prominent biker gang? If you'd ask somebody about a biker
Hell's
gang,
Angels.
Let's see. And yeah, Hell's Angels, they have they got a bad rep.
Yeah.
And
they've earned it.
They've earned it. They absolutely have. But there are a lot
for
of,
that matter, now maybe more recently, you would think Sons of Anarchy.
Well,
right?
that's not real. That's,
Well, I know. I know. Yeah, that's fake.
it's
It's
based
not-
on
Let's dispel that. Sons of Anarchy and Mayans MC are not real
They
motorcycle
they're
clubs.
not
okay?
documentaries, are
No,
they?
they're not. Total fiction, folks.
But so you know, so you don't think of motorcyclists or the Harley riders with the beards and the leather and the the patches and the tattoos as being Christians. But a lot of them have come to know Christ, and they are sold out, and they're some of the most hardcore Christians you'll meet. They're real, and but you just don't see a lot of them walking into church on Sunday. You know, they're not wearing a suit and a tie, or they're not. You know,
Well, does the normal bike rider, motorcycle rider like that feel? I mean, whether they're a Christian or not, Jim, do they occasionally feel maybe a little out of place walking in on a Sunday morning, especially in your leathers?
Yeah, sometimes it does happen. It seems like especially if you're visiting a church, you don't really know. If you're just out traveling, say you're out of town for an event, and you go to a church, it's you pull up and there's lots of cars, and everybody's getting out and they're dressed in a tie, shirt.
You go to Baptist church wherever, because the Baptist church in Florida is putting this on. We'll get to all the details here in a little bit. But yeah, you're in Nashville, Indiana, or something like that.
Yeah, you just don't know what you're walking into, and so I think it's a little bit. You're walking into kind of something blind at that point. You go in your leather and you go with bugs in your onto your face or in your beard, your teeth, whatever.
You got your goggles up.
People are going to look at you a little strange, but at the same time, I have never had anybody in any church, and I do a lot of traveling with what I do. And I do visit a lot of different churches, and not only just outside the county, inside the county as well. But I go everywhere, and I've never had anybody at any church facility ever, be hateful, rude, try to hold their purse closer to them or anything like that. That might happen in the grocery store or at Walmart, but it doesn't happen in church.
No kidding.
No kidding.
I'm a little bit surprised. You would think that they, and I mean, pleasantly surprised that hasn't happened, because I can imagine that you're walking along with a lot of you make the point about Walmart or wherever you would go, you're walking along with all your friends. Folks do get uncomfortable with tattooed, you said bejeweled folks, right?
Yep. They sure do, and it's not even just that. I mean, law enforcement sometimes look down on us just because of the stereotype.
Yeah,
it's getting better, and I would say probably for the most part, definitely around here, they know what we're about, and they leave us alone for the most part. But I mean, there's stereotype. In some places, you'll find law enforcement be a little more aggressive to bikers at like rallies and things. I was in a rally out in Missouri this summer, and they were just waiting by the gates, man. Just waiting.
Really?
They were wanting to pull anybody over.
Were they expecting you guys to all be drugged up?
Well, drugged. They didn't know. Carrying guns. They don't know. They tend to stereotype bikers because, they facilitate in their mind that all bikers are bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, we've all, we're all rebels and doing things wild and crazy, but that's not the case, but they don't differentiate between a Christian biker and a secular biker at all.
Well, I've got a question then. You go to these large biker rallies, or I don't know if you do go to the large biker rallies, but say Sturgis or something like that. And I've had Todd Bailey on here, Supercat, and he talks about going out there, and they have a good time. With 500,000 bikers there, I would think that you probably have 100 or 200,000 bikers that are Christian, right?
Oh yeah,
I'd think.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're mingling with other biker groups or other biker folks that are secular, as you speak. When you go to these rallies, do they have services as well?
Oh yeah, most of them. The Christian Motorcycle Association is very big on putting on a service, usually on a Sunday at a bike rally, whether it be at Little Sturgis, Buckhorn, Missouri, at the Midwest Freedom Rally, I think they call it, or Mid-American Freedom Rally, down in Hog Rock.
Yeah.
All those places.
They got services at Hog Rock.
I do believe they do, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah. And I know for a fact, Sturgis, out in South Dakota, there's just tons of ministry.
Well, there would have to be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because you've got wherever you're going to have a group of that many people, you're going to have all kinds of different people, aren't you?
Yeah, they're going to have, they're handing out bottles of water, things all the time at these events.
It's fascinating. We're talking here today with Jason Smith along with Jim Earleywine. We've hardly even scratched the surface of the Biker Sunday that is coming up. It's going to be next Sunday, the 13th, right? 14th. Next Sunday. I got to get my head right. Next Sunday, October 14th. We're going to talk a little bit more about the particulars of that when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be back right after these words. Thanks for watching.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. We do appreciate you tuning in each and every day. My guests today are Jason Smith along with Jim Earleywine, and we're talking about Biker Sunday. Let's get into the details. Okay, so how long ago did you folks start planning? Because this is the first one, right?
It's the first one.
All right. Yep. When did you two come together and decide that this was a good idea?
I don't remember what. It was just one day at work.
Yeah, maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah, it's 2 or 3 months.
He mentioned it in passing. I said, I know a church. Bill.
Well, you're kind of tied to one more often than not, aren't you?
Yeah, I preach there every Sunday.
Yeah,
and they let me come back every Sunday.
Yeah,
and so I said, I think the church would be really open to it. I really didn't ask their permission because I knew they would be.
Yeah,
and so I just said, hey, Bill, we're gonna do a Biker Sunday here. What do you think? And he's like, I love it.
Okay.
And so we picked a date. I asked Jason. I said, you pick a date. I said, because it's kind of like your deal through the organization, and he'll bring most of the bikers in. And I said, and we'll just do it. And I said, I bought me a big 45-gallon cast iron kettle.
Okay.
And we're going to throw a bunch of vegetable soup in there and cook.
Oh, nice big chowder going on.
Well, sort of. Yeah. We're going to keep it down to a vegetable soup.
There will be some chowing. To tell you the truth, I'm with you. You get a chowder, it's just too minced for me. And
I think the word chowder scares some people off.
Really?
I think so. They don't know what it is.
They're worried about squirrel. And
I think. It's going to be beef. It'll be beef.
Okay.
There's roadkill down the road.
I rode the last 5 miles on this out by my side.
And so we're going to do a big vegetable soup in a kettle. And since we're live on the radio every Sunday on WNOI at 9:50, we go live. And so we kind of got to keep that time period. So we're going to go still live. And I got a friend of mine, his name's Chuck Anthony. And Chuck Anthony used to preach over at the Methodist Church in Clay City.
Okay.
And he now lives up in Hayworth, Illinois.
Oh, so he's coming down.
He's coming down for this. And Chuck was a biker. He was a part of the Christian Motorcycle Association. He's been to a couple of rallies with the CMAers. And I don't think he has a bike right now, but he loves to bike. He's just a real good guy to listen to. He's a spirit-filled man, and I love listening to him preach, and he can relate to the biker organization. And so he'll be coming down and preaching. And we're also in a band called the Coconuts.
Okay. And you and Chuck.
Me and Chuck, and my wife sings, and Tim Schnauz from Clay City. And Russ Hilliard from Jeff. He's the mayor of Jeff.
Yeah, Russ. Yeah, you bet.
Okay, well, we're all in a band together.
He just had the big weekend Frontier Days down there.
Yeah. He's probably stressed out.
He probably is.
But we play in a band called the Coconuts, so we're going to lead worship that morning, and then Chuck's going to bring the message, and then afterwards we're going to have some fellowship and some food, and we're going to maybe have another band come in.
Well, it's not really a band. What you've got is 3 very gray-bearded brothers that want to just kind of throw some music together.
Just want to hang out and play.
Yeah, we just want to play with some random songs and just we haven't practiced one bit, Jim.
I was going to say, gray-bearded brothers, Jason. I wonder if
a couple of guys I want to name drop. Jason Mason from Fairfield. He is starting a church down there called NYOC, Not Your Ordinary Church.
Really? Where's he starting?
It's going to be downtown Fairfield. I think it kicks off the 21st of this month.
Okay.
And then also a guy, a good friend of mine named Aaron Landreth.
Okay.
He's going to bring his guitar, and we're just going to kind of just jam and have fun.
Like Jason's a good guitar player, right?
Yeah, Jason's a guitar player. We all 3 play guitars, but Aaron Landreth is the one that plays the electric better than the other 2 of us. So, but we'll just kind of hang out and have a good time.
So we're just going to play some Christian music and then probably throw in some testimonies in there.
Yeah.
A lot of these bikers have some pretty awesome testimony.
What are the time frames? Now you said that 9:50 is when you typically are on NOI. How long's that show?
Well, we'll start at 9:30.
Okay.
And then we have our announcements and everything, and then we have a children's sermon, which a lot of people like to tune into the children's sermon.
Yeah.
They get more out of it than my sermon. Then Chuck will come on about 9:50, and he'll preach till probably about 10:30.
So I mean you're on the radio till 10:30.
About 10:30, yeah, a little bit after that, or whenever he's done. They don't cut us off early.
Well,
and then after that, then we'll just go into some festivities, and we'll be there as long as people want to hang out and talk to the bikers and talk to the parishioners there.
Let's talk a little bit about the bikers, and we'll take a break. Actually, we'll probably up on it now. How far are you expecting folks to come in from, Jason?
I've got some guys coming from Terre Haute and possibly other points throughout the state of Illinois. I haven't got exact sure numbers of who's coming. But
you're doing this Biker Sunday. Where else have you been to these? How? I mean, this isn't an original thought, and while it is the first one here, presumably, I mean, you've been to these before.
Oh yeah, I've been to them in Albion, Centralia. Actually, there's one this weekend over in Olney. At a church over there. So yeah, they're all over. And I've been to biker churches too. So
really?
They're specifically designed for bikers.
We are talking today with Jason Smith along with Jim Earleywine, and we're talking about Biker Sunday. It's coming up next Sunday, October 14th, here in Flora at the First Baptist Church. Where's that located?
On 3rd Street, East 3rd.
East 3rd.
The 200 block of East 3rd.
Just north of
the library police station.
North of the big, the nice, the
City Hall.
City Hall.
Yeah, just
north of City Hall.
City Hall. Yep.
And the little park there. Whatever is that little park with the pagoda or bandstanders, whatever that is?
Library Park.
Library Park.
That's the Methodist Church just north of Library Park. We're east of the Methodist Church.
I got it. Okay, so now I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Methodist Church is the big ornate.
Yeah.
Church-looking building. And we're a block east of that.
Okay, all right. Again, Jason Smith along with Jim Earleywine will be back. We're going to talk a little bit more about this Biker Sunday along with Beyond the Walls when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV over in Salem on Channel 3 and here on Channel 25 or Channel 100. Do stick around. We'll be right back.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Do appreciate you tuning in. My guests today are Jason Smith along with Jim Earleywine. We are talking about Biker Sunday taking place next Sunday. It's on October 14th here in Flora at the First Baptist Church. How many folks you guys are expecting? Now you've put out the call to all your friends. Do we find out how many friends you have next Sunday?
That, or we find out how many of them are awake at that time of day. Bikers aren't early risers most of the time. We might want to have coffee on. Yeah, we might want to have coffee.
That's
ready.
Actually probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah, really not a bad idea, because most of the bikers I know will just drink the crap out of some coffee. So.
We're going to try to have it outside.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going to try to move it outside and do it outside if we can. If not, we've got plenty of room inside. The First Baptist Church, we run 25, 30, 35 people every Sunday.
Yeah,
It's a very small congregation, but like I said, I'm on the radio, so we pick up a lot of listeners there. So hopefully we'll at least double.
Yeah. Well, that'd be cool. That'd be great.
But no, we could go with quadrupling it.
You're not going to be bowled away and if you have like 500 bikers or something, would you?
We had to be so awesome if we did. We may have to call in some of the local restaurants. I don't know if 45 gallons should be 45 gallons of chowder should. Or vegetable soup should go a long way.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, I have to ask, Biker Sunday, what is a particular, you said there are the occasional lessons for the biker, or what particular lessons are there for bikers in particular?
Well, bikers are...
If I could say the word particular enough times.
Bikers are very big on freedom.
Yeah.
And if you read in the Bible, it talks in John 8:36 that who the Son sets free is free indeed. Matter of fact, I was
going to say, I was wondering if that was that one.
Hey, how about that? A little plug for my tattoo guy. Thanks, Lonnie. Lonnie Jackson at 618 Inc. over there in Salem.
He does a good job. That's good work.
He does good work, yeah. Bikers typically are big on freedom. You talk about freedom with bikers, they get it. You talk about chains being broken. Bikers get it. A lot of guys who come into the biker community and the Christian side of it came from it from the other side of it before, whether they were for the secular side, whether they you might get guys who've been in prison, guys who had drug addictions, alcoholism, anger issues, whatever, chains that were around their life was broken.
And these are, it's not literal chains.
Right.
It's basically chains that folks have put on themselves as well as been placed on them.
So when these people come to be a Christian biker, or whenever they just first hear about a Christian motorcycle event, it kind of stoops their mind and it triggers a new thought in their brain. So what we try to do is just kind of focus our intent on the freedom aspect of being a Christian and being a biker. We talk about brotherhood. We talk about, loving your neighbor, about doing things. Bikers are traditionally some of the biggest givers that you'll ever meet. I mean, they have benefit rides. All
the A-bait rides and all that kind of stuff.
There's benefit rides.
Poker runs are for benefits.
Cancer benefit rides. I did one this summer that was it was for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Never had been on one of those, but it was neat to hear the testimony of what Make-A-Wish does.
BACA, which is Bikers Against Child Abuse.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, there's tons of different ways to raise money, and bikers will give to about anything, to kids especially. The organization I'm part of, this month we're having a toy run.
Oh, really?
In Terre Haute. Yeah.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so they take a collection for the toys. They get money. They use that monetary donation and go buy toys and take it to the fire department there in Terre Haute and distribute it through the fire department.
I'm going this weekend. I don't know if I'm going. I've been invited this weekend for the first time I'd ever seen it, a Blessing of the Jeeps run. Mm-hmm. And it's down in the Shawnee Forest. I've been driving a Jeep for 21 years now, or 22 years, and I never had didn't even know these things existed. And the blessings of I guess I'm wondering, when you bless Jeeps or when you're blessing motorcycles, what are you blessing? What are you asking for?
Well,
can you tell me? Either one of you, I don't care.
Well, every year, this is big here in the state of Illinois, is down in Bald Knob, cross down Murfreesboro, Illinois. They have this huge cross, and every year CMA puts this on, and it's a blessing of the bikes. And they got bikers coming from all over.
Really?
And this goes on all over the nation. But, I mean, in our area, everybody knows about the Bald Knob blessing of bikes. A lot of Harley shops do this. A lot of church groups do it. Basically, what it is you're asking God to protect the rider, to protect that equipment that they're riding and keep it running safely and in the standard of what it's supposed to run.
Right.
You're praying, and you never know. You know, you could have somebody come up to you and have a need for a prayer for somebody in their family, and they'll ask you to do that when you're blessing their bikes. You're just basically asking God's protection over the rider and their equipment and anything else they ask you to do.
You know, a lot of people think that just God is just about people. Mm-hmm. And God's the God of the animate and the inanimate. Mm-hmm. And I've seen, you know, things happen where people pray over mechanical devices and they get blessings and they work and they function. And the last thing you want to be is when you're out there on the road is just to have a breakdown and then just be stranded out there. And,
will become unsafe.
Mm-hmm. And it does, and it becomes unsafe. But more importantly, it is about the person. Yeah. It is about the people, and it's not just about the biker, like Jason said. I mean, they have families.
Oh, sure.
And you know, and most of these bikers that go to these are Christians, but there are a lot of those that are riding the fence. Mm-hmm. You know, that haven't quite given their life to Christ yet, but they believe in a God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they want God to bless them. And so they'll come and we want to give them that word.
So they're more of a non-denominational or just a non-church believer.
And we're hoping that with this Biker Sunday that, you know, like I said, I know my parishioners and I know the people that go to church every Sunday, and not a single one of them ride their Harley into church.
Yeah.
Not a one.
And
but they'll ride them to church.
Well, yeah, well, maybe. Not
you might.
Yeah, I definitely would. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that these people understand that this is the type of people that you're going to mingle with and that you're going to see out there in the street, and that these people have families too, and that they have lives and that they have needs, and we want people to have compassion for everybody. Yeah.
It kind of all comes back again, and it probably bears mentioning again is the whole tolerance and don't judge a book by its cover type of thought, right?
And we're trying to break down those walls as well. Yeah. I did preach a Sunday where I started out in my suit and tie. I usually wear a suit to church every Sunday. I like to wear suits. Call me crazy. Yeah. I like to wear the tie, you know. So I started out in my suit.
Yeah.
By the end of the sermon, I was down to a Harley T-shirt, shorts, flip-flops, and my Harley hat. And I said, what's the difference?
Now wait a second. Yeah. How is this not on television as well as radio?
Oh, it is. It's on the FBC website.
Oh, okay.
All right. But I got down to that, and I was like, okay. I started out like you would expect me to look, and I said I finished up looking like this, and I said, and probably 95% of the time, this is how you're going to see me.
Yeah.
In a T-shirt and shorts and flip-flops and my Harley hat on.
Yeah.
So I said, what's the difference? There is no difference in the message.
Yeah.
And there's no difference in the person just based on the way we're dressed, but it is stereotypes, and you see that. And the bikers, a lot of times the bikers are dressed the way they are not to get attention, but for safety. I mean, I wear my leathers when I'm on the bike.
Well, I'm going to say leathers are required if you're on.
You go down.
They're not really required, but they're very helpful.
They're very helpful. Yeah.
You go down on a bike. You want to have something between you and the road, and so these guys dress a certain way because of protection. Well, and then they get this reputation that they're just dressing that way to get attention. Yeah. And it's really not. Yeah. But, the tattoos, that's the freedom thing, the jewelry. And some of that, they do draw attention to themselves. But why can't we give them that attention?
Sure.
And if they're gonna thrive for that attention, let's give it to them and let's tell them about Jesus.
That's fascinating. That's pretty good. I'm talking here with Jason Smith along with Jim Earleywine. We are talking about there's the Biker Sunday coming up this next Sunday, the 14th, at the First Baptist Church in Flora. Again, Chuck Anthony from Hayworth will be one of the speakers. Are you going to speak, by the way? I didn't even ask you if you were going to talk.
Don't know that I will or not. We're probably going to wing it. If it presents itself to give the testimony, I will. But if not, I leave it up to the guys that have the testimonies that people want to hear. A lot of people have heard mine.
Yeah, you do it every week.
Yeah, that's right.
No, they don't want you there anymore.
That's right.
Take the Sunday off, Jim.
And I told them some stories that I'd heard through the Christian motorcycle. I was a CMA'er for a while.
Okay,
I've told some of those stories. I want them to hear it live from those people that have actually lived it.
Again, that's coming up next Sunday. We'll come back. We'll wrap up. I want to talk about Beyond the Walls. We haven't talked anything about that. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be back right after these words.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Hi, Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey at Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Talking today with Jason Smith along with Jim Earleywine. We're talking about the Big Biker Sunday coming up this Sunday in Flora. Again, here's the flyer for it. Biker Sunday. They're going to have kettle-cooked vegetable soup. Everyone welcome, whether you're a biker or not. And that is, again, coming up this Sunday. Should be next Sunday, Sunday the 14th. I don't want to get the wrong date.
Yeah, I told everybody, I said, if you've ever ridden a motorcycle, wanted to ride a motorcycle, dreamt about riding a motorcycle, or if you're just breathing, you're welcome
See,
to come.
that's the thing. I told you fellas that I've ridden motorcycles 3 times, a total of about 150 feet.
So you're in. You're in.
We expect you there, Bruce.
It went about 15 feet, about 20 feet, and about 30
Well,
feet.
you know what they say? They say most Harleys won't go farther than that.
Come on, man.
I'm riding.
Me too.
I was going to say, well, you know, and also, I mean, we're kidding around, but this is for Harley riders, along with folks who ride Kawasaki's or Hondas or Yamahas.
Even if you're a kid who has a baseball card in your spokes, man. I mean, come on, right. you know.
Is there, off subject? Is there still any? Is within the biker world? Is there? Used to have the term, and I'm sure it meant in a mean way, the term rice burner. Is there still a stigma on folks not driving Harleys?
Oh, we pick on them a little bit.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
Well,
if you rode one into a rally, you might not ride it out.
Yeah.
But now they just kind of. Yeah, you can stay over there, but just don't park next to mine.
Don't fraternize.
Just don't park next to mine.
You're always real careful looking around whenever you see them and you're passing them on the highway, because bikers do that low wave where they kind of do. When you see one of those, crotch rockets or whatever, you kind of just flick a finger at them like you're flicking something off. Yeah,
I wave at them. I used to ride one.
I've never owned one, folks. Never.
Well, see, those crotch rockets, they look so scary. But all right, now tell me about Beyond the Walls. What is Beyond the Walls?
Beyond the Walls is a community organization. We're not an official organization. We're not like a 501c3 organization or anything like that. What Beyond the Walls is, and the best way to put it is, we are a mission field right here in our community. We believe that there's so much need everywhere out there in the world. We see people who will go to other countries or other parts of the state or other states or whatever, other areas to do mission work. But right here in our own hometown, right here in our community, in Clay County area, we have people who have needs.
Yeah.
Those needs don't always get met by our programs such as CEFS, or they don't get met through the food pantries, whatever. So Beyond the Walls was created with the purpose in mind of getting people from different churches who have all different backgrounds to come together as one, put all of the gibberish behind us about, this belief system or that belief system. Let's just all work together to meet the needs of people in our community. And we've done some pretty awesome things, from putting air conditioners in people's houses to putting a furnace in a house to doing some roofs to doing porch ramps. We've got projects coming up, more ramps to build.
How do folks get in touch with that organization? Maybe if there's a need that you folks don't know about.
Yeah, the way it really happens is on Facebook. It's a Facebook group, and people have just joined that group and told other people about it, and they've joined the group. And then somebody hears about something, and they tell somebody who tells the group, and next thing we know, we've got a project.
How big is how many folks you got on Facebook? How many friends?
760 some total.
That's a lot of
it's huge. It just started with about 20 people, and it just blew up, and more and more people come in all the time.
Kind of more of a community movement, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a bulletin board.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, somebody may just get on there, they have somebody in the hospital needing prayer, or they know somebody who's who needs their utility bill paid. These are the things we keep doing. We set up an account with the lumberyard, and people can go in and just donate to the lumberyard and give money. Next Beyond the Walls project, we've got some money in the kitty already, and then we just say, hey, we've got this, and this is how much it's going to be, and this is how much we've got. And people just keep donating to it.
And we have a lot of people that can afford to pay for the materials. They just can't do the work, or they can't afford to pay for the materials and a contractor. And so, we've got all kinds of people within the group. The other day, we had somebody needed some electrical work. Their entire trailer had went black.
Dead.
And so I put a post out there on Facebook real quick, and any electricians in the group? Well, the guy happened to be out working on an air conditioner that night, and he said, "I'll go look at it." Got her back up and running, and so it's just things like that. You have a network of people that want to help, and it's not always about getting paid. These people are professionals, and they should be paid for their services.
Sure.
And if you can pay, you should pay.
Yeah.
But there are people that are that are disabled, struggling, disabled. Maybe they don't have insurance and they have to have a knee replacement. That's just one of the jobs we got coming up. She's got to have a knee replaced and can't get in and out of her house. She got a 40-inch porch on the back of her house. Well, that's a lot of stairs for somebody with a knee replacement.
Yeah, that'd be 3 or 4.
So we're looking for donations for the materials, and we got a group of guys that'll go out and knock out this chair ramp in a day. And I think we've built 5 or 6 or 7 chair ramps now. I had a floor sunk in somebody's house, and they went in and lifted the floor.
Put new flooring in.
Put an air conditioner in a house. They,
furnace in a house.
It sounds like, fellas, it's just kind of a way to help a different avenue to help your fellow man, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't. They can't do the physical labor. They say I'm not a carpenter, I'm not an electrician, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, but they have a good heart, and they want to help monetarily, which is big. Yeah. Or if you can't even do that, they're prayer warriors.
Yeah.
And they'll pray for the people, and that's just the healing part of the whole process.
Yeah. And we get people who will it's like on days we're working, if we're going to be there all day, they've had people show up with food.
Oh, really?
We've had people provide donuts and coffee for us on the back in the winter when it was cold.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Now, it's not just with 700 people, I'm presuming it's not just Flora.
No, there's a lot of. It's Clay County. It's called Beyond the Walls Clay County on Facebook. You can find the group on there. We've also set up an actual web page through Facebook that you can go to as well. But pretty much, if you find somebody. We've got people from all over. I've got a friend of mine from Alabama who's on there.
Oh, that's good.
Just so he can follow along and be praying for people.
Well, that's good.
That's what a lot of people do. They just want to be in there. There's people sometimes just get on there and ask for prayer for a family member, or just sometimes an unspoken prayer request.
It must be tremendously fulfilling to both of you.
Oh, yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah. We put in a chair ramp for a gentleman, and he was in the late stages of leukemia. Hadn't been able to get out of his house.
Yeah.
So we went and put a chair ramp in, and we got a message from his daughter that said that he was able to get out of the house and get into his yard, and he said he felt like he'd been freed from prison.
Felt like a human being.
And and it was just that was, and she said, "We can't pay you enough." I said, "You overpaid me right there." Yeah. That's the blessings.
Well, and you share that with everybody else. It's tremendously fulfilling.
And I'm thinking I'm going to bless somebody, by helping them out with a chair ramp. I get blessed. Yeah. I get blessed beyond measure. So
well, that's outstanding.
And so just go on Facebook and look for Beyond the Walls.
Beyond the Walls, Clay County, right?
Yep. And we'll add you as a member.
And also take a look next Sunday. We'll reiterate what's going on next Sunday. Let's have running out of time here. Next Sunday here in Flora, it's Biker Sunday, October 14th, First Baptist Church here in Flora. Service starts at 9:30. Also worship by the Coconuts. That's Jim's group. Who's singing, by the way? I'm presuming that it'll be Stacy.
Stacy and Chuck. Mostly Stacy, but Chuck will get in there too.
Fellas, I really do appreciate you stopping by this morning and talking about it. Let's hope you get a good crowd next Sunday again, all right?
Thank you very much.
By the way, are you cooking?
I'm going to be stirring the kettle.
You're stirring the kettle.
He's stirring the pot. He's good at stirring the pot.
I know a guy. He's a chef. He's going to give us pointers.
Well, wonderful. Thanks very much for being here, fellas. That is Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.